Hey folks, Ian Marsh here, Winning Edge Real Estate, and I want to tell you a true story about a Bentley and an investment property. So I was talking to my best friend, Mr. D, the other day. He was down in Mildura and he saw a car yard with a Bentley in it. So he went over to check it out. It ended up being a 1986 Mussolini Bentley, selling for $32,500. And so we were gas bagging about it. And the way that I met my best friend was I bought my first investment property when I was 19. And he actually rented one of the rooms out in that property. That property is 25 Reynolds Street. And at 19, obviously, I didn't have a lot of money. So I rented out every bedroom. I put a caravan in the backyard and rented it out to my half brother. And I rented out the garage to my girlfriend. And that's how I managed to pay for the property. And we were saying, all right, $240,000 back then was the investment for the Bentley. And back then, my property was worth about $80,000. So we started doing a comparison, a what if, all the pros and cons. And we said, okay, a Bentley costs $240,000. Now, yes, we were young whippersnappers back in that age, full of ourselves, I must say. And we said, all right, yes, we're going to get a lot of status, a lot of ego, have some pretty high maintenance bills, but it'll be pretty cool driving around in a fancy Bentley. But if we had that same money, we could actually buy 3 properties like the one that I purchased, and we could develop those properties the way that I developed my property. You see, over here, this property that you see, 25 Reynolds Street, it is now, I bought it for $139,000 in 93, okay? It is now worth, ladies and gentlemen, $1.34 million for that property. So if we bought 3 of them back in 1986, that'd be worth, what, nearly $4 million for those? But, ladies and gentlemen, the story gets better. Because I bought it because I had a big backyard I could develop. And so what I did was I put 2 villas on the back of that development. And these 2 villas now are worth $855,000. Okay, so there's another $1.6 million for you. So when you look at it and you compare it, back then, we had our $240,000. Do we buy a Bentley and maybe get checked out by a few more hot ladies, or do we buy an investment property and develop it and get the benefits from that? The end result is looking at things with hindsight. When you too will one day not have as much hair as you once did, perhaps need to wear 4 eyes instead of 2. Will praise yourself because you have $8.76 million in assets because you chose not to get a doodad that today is only worth $32,000. The reason I say this to you, ladies and gentlemen, is I know my thought processes when I was a young whippersnapper, and I hate to say it, but some of them were flawed. And what I just say to all of you that are building your property portfolio today is if you want to have a nice, enjoyable life with a great retirement, lots of resources behind you, think twice before considering the Bentley, my furry friend, and consider putting your money into appreciating assets. Now, I put a little short webinar together. You can get it at realestatewealth.au. There's nothing to sell there. I'm not trying to flog you anything. What I do reveal are some simple strategies I've used to help me grow my portfolio in property. And my philosophy is use as little of your own money as you can. So I show you how to do that in that webinar. And I'll also show you 6 of the things that you must look for before you decide to buy an investment property. It's just a simple checklist, but I promise you, You are going to be smarter at the end of that webinar than at the beginning. And if you need any help with an investment apartment on the Gold Coast or Brisbane, I'm pretty good at what I do. I'd love to help you. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. And again, you can get me, just personal message me, or you can ring me on the phone number that you'll see around here somewhere. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, one more thing. I meant to say to you, please subscribe, whatever. Do what you feel you'd like to, but I'd really love to have a chat with you and see if I can help in some way. All right, until next time, bye for now.